Hello everyone. Please ignore the bags under my eyes. They're pretty much there 24/7 these days. That's better. How's everybody doing? Hold on. That's not quite the sound of nature that I enjoy. One moment. As some of you have been learning, isolation can kind of get to you a little bit. When I first moved out here to the country in 2015, I spent the first 2 years with no television, minimal internet. It came from a data signal on my phone and it was very, very weak. Sometimes I didn't even get a phone signal. Hey guys, it's 5 a.m. I'm underneath a lamp with an interesting little accordion playing hobo man right next to me. And I just wanted to say I'm in the middle of editing this video and I don't know why I put that in the past tense about the data and the internet. That's the current situation. I currently don't have Wi-Fi and I currently have a weak signal, but we did get a Wii Boost. And if you don't know what a Wii Boost is, it's a signal booster. So now instead of having no signal, I have a bar of signal. But Alabama Electric Co-op or something like that, they're supposed to be putting in fiber optics around here and we're supposed to get the internet pretty soon. Maybe by August, who knows? I have no idea when. It could be whenever we get a vaccine, 18 months from now. Back to the outdoor nature-y part of this video. And then in 2017, I got DirecTV. I don't think I'd had cable or any kind of television since maybe the year 2000. So it was really bizarre even to think of getting television, but I was kind of losing my mind. I had initially thought that all my books would be a good source for entertainment, and then I got a free piano on Craigslist. I began photographing the Milky Way galaxy and the stars, right? When I figured out how to do that, I became addicted to it. It's been so much fun. Okay, my dad's on the tractor. So for some reason, this whole isolation quarantine business that's been going on since the beginning of March has actually gotten to me, and I'm not really sure why, because my life hasn't changed. Everything about my life is still the same. The only difference is the choice to leave has been taken away, the choice to have friends come out and visit, the sadness of the world, the deaths, the illnesses, that's all kind of getting to me. And then seeing on social media and the television, so many people still going out and socializing and not keeping the social distancing. There was that news story about the spring breakers who just didn't care that they could be spreading it around. In fact, one of them said that he knew that he was spreading it around.
Are you worried that gatherings like this will potentially spread the virus?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not worried. I know it will. Like, it's not it's not a question.
I had lost so much faith in humanity, and it really, really, really got to me. Speaking of which, I didn't mention this in my outdoor vlog, but I just feel the need to mention it now. There is a chance that we are going to need to social distance for however long it takes to get a vaccine. In the meantime, they're trying to get home testing kits to us and maybe even an antibody test available so that we can quarantine ourselves and social distance as safely as we possibly can until a vaccine is available. We're not really flattening the curve. We're trying to keep it from being a complete and total incline so as to not overwhelm the hospital, so that more beds can be available. The truth is, every single one of us could end up getting this virus at some point between now and a vaccine, but if we continue to social distance until that day, then there's a possibility that somebody out there might never get it. That's the goal. I just really wish the news wasn't so fear-based and that it would be more upfront and chill about the idea that we may have to do that. We may have to continue what we're doing right now for over a year. And I don't think that that should strike fear into anyone. I think that it should be just a new experience, and know that it's temporary. Because look, I've done a very similar version of total isolation now for 5 years, and it's been with its limits, and it's been a struggle. So I just want to say that it's possible to get through it, and time will go by before you know it. Find outdoor things you can do by yourself, away from people. Find hobbies. Do things with your life that you were never able to do before. So I know there are a lot of people out there that are very afraid. That's why our government needs to come up with a plan for how to take care of people who really need to stay at home. There are young people, vulnerable people who should be taken care of right now, financially speaking. I don't know. There's a lot to think about. This video is so... Did you hear my dog? That was my dog. He's sighing. And he's tired. He's like, girl, the sun is about to come up and you need to go to bed. So yeah, while I'm making the world's longest vlog, this is never gonna end. Really, I don't know. I thought I would just put together a video of pleasantness. I don't know. Maybe this video can be a calming meditation of sorts, just to escape from where you are right now and enter my world, and maybe I can give you a little bit of sunshine in your dreary day. If that's the best I can do, then I've done the best job ever at life. I don't know. That's the goal. So I decided to make a video finally, because it's been so long since I've made one, and I just got in the mood and I thought I would catch you guys up. I think the last video that I even posted was back in the summer when my friend Lauren from Chicago came to visit, and we went out on the lake and we went to High Falls, and it was so much fun. It was a huge adventure. We're on an adventure! Yeah! I got water up my nose again. This one is so sweet.
There is a dog.
A few months ago in December, my parents sold their home and they moved out here with me.
Not washed all the way across, but it's dangerous.
I am filming.
Off the side of it at night. Nowhere to put up barricades, so we'll be closed.
In order to build their new home. And that has been put on hold because of this quarantine, and so we're all quarantining together. It's been so nice having someone here with me, especially my parents. I think that if they were still living back at their home where they were living back in my hometown, I think I would be worried about them and I would feel so far away from them, but since they're here, it's been really nice. Yeah, this is just an update to let you know that we're all doing okay. It's actually beautiful out here. I feel very fortunate to get to live out here. For anyone who has never seen my videos, just know this is a variety channel. It's usually very silly, sometimes pleasant. The job here is to just spread joy, and I've never really mentioned this before, but I've spent my whole life living with depression and anxiety, and the initial reason that I started this channel was to connect to people who are similar to me and bring them joy where I find joy, and hopefully we relate on that level and I can make someone out there feel good. That's the goal. I sometimes play characters. I dress up as a redneck named Jackie. I'm Jackie. A country know-it-all named Barbara.
Howdy! Folks call me Bumbling Barbara. That's because I'm a straight shooting, matter of fact, no baloney, classy lady.
An old lady named Granny Lady.
Oh, is this little camera taking a picture or a video?
A space cadet weirdo named Space Girl Sally.
I'm Space Girl Sally.
And a Pinterestaholic DIY lady named Betsy Homemaker.
Hi everyone, I'm Betsy Homemaker, and I am so excited to be here today.
The funny thing about Betsy Homemaker is I learn something every time I'm her, because I am not at all skilled in any of the things she's skilled in. So I get to pretend I know what I'm doing while learning something neat and new at the same time. So welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. This is raw KT here in Narnia to continue spreading joy where I find it in my purest form, so to speak. Anyway, want to catch you guys up on some videos that I have filmed. Very short little pieces of my life ever since Lauren came to visit and up until now, or up until the quarantine. And this is gonna be a long video. Sorry about it. It's already a long video, but here we go. Right before Lauren came to visit, actually, my friend John and his girlfriend came to visit and they serenaded me with their fiddles. And I love that. And I filmed a little bit of it and it was so nice. I'm not going to post anything from this, but I just wanted to mention that in a single weekend, I did a maternity photo shoot for a friend of mine and then went to my ex-boyfriend's memorial. How weird is that? Okay, that happened in August. And then Lauren came to visit at the end of August, beginning of September. I'm helping you with the timeline here. And then in October, a bunch of fun things happened. My friend Casey and her boyfriend Reed brought their 3 dogs over who are best friends with my dog, and we had a fun, magical day that day.
Fancy! 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 He dunked his head in there like 6 times.
Let's get Pancho. She's so cute.
Fancy's just hunting squirrels.
Oh, Blaze, Papa. It was great. Also in October, we celebrated my granddaddy's 95th birthday. Even though his birthday's in November, we celebrated it in October because he wanted to go around the Talladega racetrack again, or Talladega racetrack again with the NASCAR program where they allow people to get in the cars and go around the track going really, really fast. He's done it before a few times on his birthday. I actually made a vlog about that on his 92nd birthday. Granddaddy! He's turning 92 and he's going around the racetrack. But this time it got rained out, so we just had a gathering at one of my cousin's houses and we had a really great time. We sang happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Granddaddy. Happy birthday to you. Many more. And then whenever it got rescheduled for a few weeks from then, I didn't get to go because I was feeling sick. I really was sick. It was awful that I had to miss it. I was so sad. I love and adore my granddaddy and I love my grandmommy too. And she is magic. I love her so much. I love them both forever. I'm very close to my grandparents. So right after that, I went to a Halloween party. It was a witch's ball in Birmingham. It was so much fun. It's really a costume party where they have live bands that play in different rooms, but I decided to, it's called a witch's ball, so I decided to dress like a witch. It was fun. I don't normally go out and do things like that. I genuinely don't. Maybe once every few years. But I got talked into it and it was a lot of fun. And then in November, I went camping with my best friend Teresa. Her father passed away right around Halloween, and right after his funeral, we had a little camp out here in the valley at my house to honor him. Also in November, my parents were packing up their house because they had sold it, and I went out to see it. The house where I spent all of my teenage years. What used to be my bedroom. Other cool thing about my bedroom was it had 3,000 glow-in-the-dark stars all over it, so when you turned out the lights, it was just magic. And now I'm out here, where there really are infinite stars, and it is magic. I love it so much. I've always loved the stars. I've always been obsessed with nautical things. I grew up on a sailboat. My dad had a sailboat when we were little, and we'd go out into the Gulf and I would sail when I was a little kid. And I think there's just something about the ocean and all the stars reflecting in the water. It just brings my soul so much peace to think about. Oh, and then there's New Year's. What did I do on Christmas? I can't even remember what I did. I don't think I got to see my family on Christmas. I can't remember why either. But for the sake of the length of this video, because it is so long, I'm just gonna show you quickly this fun little thing I did for New Year's, because I have a superstition. Whatever I'm doing, the moment that the clock strikes midnight, it's gonna foretell the rest of the year. Which is strange because I didn't do anything that would have foretold this insane apocalypse situation. I was at a skating rink where there were a lot of beautiful, pure, innocent souls. No one was drunk and acting crazy or negative. There were no bad feelings. Everyone was full of joy, and I got to exercise, and there were balloons that fell from the ceiling that had prizes in them, and it was just so much fun. I had the best New Year's. Okay, so in February, the very end of February, very recently, a month ago, I went to my favorite state park here in Alabama called Roland Cooper State Park. And the reason it's my favorite state park, and I went there, first of all, with my best friend Teresa. Teresa and I went and stayed at a cabin there because I've been there many times. She had never been there before, but I like to go there and photograph the stars and the Milky Way, and I actually did get to do a time lapse of the Milky Way galaxy rising just before sunrise over the lake. It was so beautiful. The reason it's my favorite park is because on the dark sky map, it has the minimum, the lowest amount of light pollution of all the state parks in the entire state of Alabama. What that means is on a clear night where there's no moon, say during a new moon phase, you can go there and see more stars than you can see at any state park anywhere else in Alabama. It's so beautiful. I love it. So right at the beginning of March, we were hearing about the virus and we were beginning to understand that social isolation was right around the corner. So we began preparing, and right at that moment we started having all these storms and floods, and the valley right out here where it's so green and normal, and all the 5 years I've lived out here, I had never seen it before like this, but it flooded to the point where there was an actual river. Well, what looked like a river to me. It was a very shallow river, but it was like a stream. It was so intense. It was amazing. And I kind of wish we always had a stream out here, and I don't know, it would be nice. And then I think the virus had just come into Washington. I'm thinking it was right at the beginning. It was like March 3rd, I think. I went to a state park called Moss Rock Preserve, and I went out there with my dog and we looked at the waterfalls and hiked around, and it was a beautiful, beautiful day. was the last time I went out and did anything. It was right at the very, very beginning of March. So we began quarantine. We got all of our supplies and food that we would need, and we've been fine. And sometimes we'll order for pickup at Walmart, or we'll order from Amazon, but now that's getting a little bit tricky. My mom goes and lays all the stuff out and sanitizes everything before she brings it into the house. But finally, my birthday, March 17th, which is also St. Patrick's Day, which only added fuel to the fire of rage when it came to those partiers who were out partying on St. Patrick's Day, because this is when everyone knew for a fact and had it firm in their minds that they should be inside their homes and social distancing. But I had been planning my 40th birthday. Hey, I'm 40. I had been planning my 40th birthday. I rented out a skating rink nearby, not the same one I went to for New Year's. And I was gonna have all my friends coming from all over to celebrate, and we were gonna come back here afterwards to grill out and look at the stars and have a bonfire. But right at the beginning of March, when I realized what was going on, I called the rink to see if I could get a refund, and they did not offer refunds. So I told them that I would need to reschedule, and they said, well, when would you like to reschedule for? And I said, how far out can you go? And they said September. So I said, okay, let me get back to you. So on my actual birthday, my parents helped me celebrate. I put party hats on myself, my dog. My parents put on party hats, and I baked myself a fudge chocolate cake, and my mom had the idea to put a candle in one of the slices, and they sang happy birthday to me. Come here, Poncho. He found something under the table that
Come on, ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Katie. Happy birthday to you.
Floppy.
So there you go. It has been 3 months. Now we're in April. Today's April 2nd that I'm filming this. But it has been such an insane year. We're gonna get through it, I promise. Please let me know in the comments below if you want me to make more videos, what kind of videos you like of mine. Do you want me to do more crazy, off-the-wall, character-driven type videos like with Jackie, Betsy, and all those people? Or do you want more adventures in the woods, stuff with my dog, happy, pleasant things, vlogs? I think someone's on their way down here. I can't tell. Anyway, this has been the longest video on earth. Thank you so much. I will not make another video this long, I promise. The only reason I did is because it's been so long since I've made one, and I wanted to catch you guys up and just, what else are you doing right now? Hopefully you have time and you just have the patience to sit and watch all this. Yeah, anyway, I love you guys so much. I truly, truly do. Hang out, follow me over on Instagram. I'm there all the time, I'm addicted. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but I am. I'm there, and I post stories more than I do on my actual main wall feed thing. I post in my stories mostly. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and as always, have yourselves a pleasant morning, day, afternoon, evening, night, forever. Goodbye.